Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Gardener. So guys, I'm really sorry about the variety of this succulent that I had recently made a video on called as the Pachyveria Orpet. I have taken down the video because I was just recently corrected about it that this is not an Pachyveria, it is a Pachyveria, basically a hybrid between Pachyphytum and Pachyveria. So it's called as Pachyveria Orpet. Now if it was just the name incorrect, I would have still let the video stay on the channel, but because the genus itself was incorrectly mentioned, so I had to take it down because I do not want you guys to get confused about the dormancy and non-dormancy and of adding of fertilizers, because that's the most important part, and that's why it's very important to have the correct genus of the succulent. Now the seller did tell me that it's an Pachyveria, and I kind of believed it, and I also checked it on Google. As you can see on the screen, it kind of gave me the same results of Pachyveria Orpet. So as you can see, even my video is popping up on the Google search, and it also says Pachyveria Orpet. I do not want anyone to have a wrong info about a particular variety of succulent, especially when it is mislabeled with the genus. So I have taken down the video. So let me just quickly give you the dormancy and non-dormancy. Pachyveria tends to go dormant during the summers, so when the temperatures rise, the succulent will go dormant, and during winters, which is now, it will be in its growing period. So if you are a person, please do not add fertilizers during the summers. If you want to add fertilizers, you can do it right now. By the beginning of the summers or spring, just stop adding any kind of fertilizer, because the plant will go dormant during summers. Apart from that, everything else remains the same. That is, the same soil mix should be loose, porous, well draining and gritty. Give it a good amount of morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. The plant will get a little bit of color. Again, it all depends upon your environment and climate. In my environment, I haven't seen this succulent get completely pink in color. It only tends to get the edges as pink, but overall the succulent stays more on the blue or the grayish blue color, just like how our Pachyphytum oviferum, which is the moonstone. I think I had also mentioned about this. The color resembles a lot like moonstone in my previous video. I kind of had a little bit of doubts, but then I kind of believed on the seller, and again the Google also happened to show the same results. But this is a Pachyveria Orpet. Now mealybugs are not much of an issue on this variety. I haven't seen much mealybug attack, but it's always better to do a routine check once in 2 weeks or once in 3 weeks to check around the stem area. Propagation is pretty simple. You can do a leaf propagation, you can do a stem cutting, you can even separate the offsets once they reach a decent size. Stem cutting and separating of the offsets can be a little faster method of multiplying the succulent, because leaf propagations, as you'll all know, can take a long time. Watering has to be done when the soil is completely bone dry, or whenever you feel that the lower leaves are starting to turn a little wrinkly, you can go ahead and water it. Please do not overwater it. The succulent will get rotted. So ensure the soil from the upper layer to the lower layer is completely pat dry, and then you can go ahead and water. If you want, you can even wait for a couple of days or for a week after the soil has been completely bone dry, because your watering happens to change as per the season. During winters, I tend to reduce the watering a lot. During summers, the frequency of watering tends to increase, and during monsoons, again, I water very less because there's a lot of moisture, there's a lot of humidity around. So it all depends upon what season the succulent is in. As per that, you'll have to go with your watering. But the best way is to let the soil dry completely before you go ahead and water. And when you are going to water it, water until the water starts passing through the drain hole, which is the complete watering. So guys, that's all about it. I'm extremely sorry for this confusion. The genus was completely incorrect, so I had to make the video once again. I do not want to give out a wrong information, especially when it's being displayed on the Google search list. I do not want it to be mislabeled as an Pachyveria. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.